Chef P, the woman who created a viral pink sauce that instantly started crumbling together as soon as she started shipping out this product. Because it seems like this is how the customers were receiving the sauce.
Oh my God.
And as things just kept getting worse for her, her response was originally to just ignore it all and only post positive reviews. She then finally addressed it in an hour-long live stream, and things didn't exactly get better for her. Because this was the highlight from the live stream.
What do you mean FDA approved?
So when you're a self-proclaimed chef and you haven't heard of the FDA, that's a red flag. And then you also had this moment of her claiming she cared about her customers because she couldn't go to Benihana because of her son's seafood allergy.
My son carries an EpiPen with him to school every single day. We can't even go to Benihana.
Why include that? She then claimed the FDA showed up to her door, even posted a video of a man at her door, but a lot of people started saying, hey, that's not how the FDA shows up. So there's just a whole lot of confusing elements to the story. And the last thing I heard of this whole story until this talk show happened was that she made a deal with the big sauce company, which is good for her. Hopefully they'll do it right. But I guess the pink sauce lady has started to do this redemption tour, which I guess is why she's on a talk show now. And she went on to this talk show by the name of The Caramo Show, which I've never heard of, but the whole segment is just weird. They really try to deflect as much responsibility away from Chef P as possible. And then they have this odd bit at the end of the show where they blame the person who was critiquing Chef P for her criticism when the criticism was valid. It's just a very weird episode, so I thought we'd sit down and watch it together.
You start receiving the backlash, and what was that backlash saying?
Okay, so there was a young lady on social media. She took it as the moment to say, hey, this is my moment to become viral. And that is what happened. She became viral from posting that video.
So this is someone who got one of your products.
Yes.
And saw that maybe if I post about this, I'm going to get attention for saying, hey, pink sauce is wrong, pink sauce is this.
Yes.
I don't think it's fair to single out one person here. She bought a viral product and it came the way it did. Of course, she's in the right to criticize it. So to give you guys some context here, the person they're singling out is this user by the name of Allured Beauty on TikTok. So she posted a couple videos about the pink sauce that went viral on TikTok, and I wanted to show you guys to give you context.
I got the goods. Came kind of beat up. I'm a little bit worried about this. So here's my bottle. The first thing I noticed is it's super watery, like people said it is. The label, yeah,
that does not look like a $20 product.
Actually does have a expiration date on it. It says refrigerate. I'm just a little worried about it being swollen. And I don't know if this is considered swollen or not, or if that's what the bottle is, but I'm going to refrigerate it and I think we're going to try it.
Wait, let's look at that. Okay, so 8/27/22, and she posted this on the 24th of July, meaning the sauce goes out of date within a month pretty much. How are you going to eat all that within a month? But then she posted another TikTok where she claimed there was glitter in the sauce itself.
Okay, so I just want to address this comment right here. After going back and looking at the video, I was like, yeah, you are right. So I pulled out the bottle and I opened it up and I had to stick my finger inside of it, but there is a piece of glitter inside the bottle. I don't know if it came from the label, because if you look here, there is glitter all over the label, just like people say it's stuck on with glitter glue. So
okay. I would say this is very valid criticism, especially if there's actual glitter in the sauce. Because if there's glitter in the sauce, what else could be in there? So then she made a very viral TikTok where she sent the sauce to a lab. Okay, I'm actually kind of interested in what the results were here. But that clip right there sparks a massive argument on the talk show. Because the whole talk show is really just framed like, here, you should feel bad for Chef P. She's just trying to run her own business. So at the end of the talk show, they bring out one of her critics, which is this Allured Beauty girl. And that's where this happens.
I feel like I haven't met her yet, and just kind of the last line of her saying that I harassed her just didn't make me maybe uncomfortable, because I never set out to harass anybody. And I think that's like a little bit delusional to say something like that.
So tell me, from your perspective, she says that she didn't harass you.
I think it's delusional to send a sample to a laboratory after you stuck your finger in it.
Why? That just sounds like you have something to hide. Like, why would someone care if they sent their sauce to a lab? They're a customer. They bought the sauce to begin with. And if everything's great, there shouldn't be a problem. I don't think Stubbs or Sweet Baby Ray's would care if I bought one of their sauces and sent it to a lab. I feel like this whole show just comes across as fake and almost brain dead because, hey, they've already came to a conclusion. They want to defend Chef P and downplay her negligence and then say shame on the person who critiqued her.
But you then went further. Tell me what you then did.
So I saw it and I was like, wow, this is such a cool sauce. It's bright pink, like I'm a sauce girl. So when I was doing the review, there was just so many red flags that I saw on it. Like the label, you know, when you make a USDA label, you have to put in batch numbers because if something were to be recalled, you have to be able to trace it down to the salt and pepper that is in something. And so if something...
Wait, not to cut you off, but to cut you off. So you didn't see the video because you follow me, right?
Well, I want to hear Allie.
She's like, uh-oh, she's talking too much. We can't let her flip the narrative. Let's interrupt her. But let's continue.
You had your time to talk, so just let me have mine. So I understand, like, if it does have dairy in it, you see all these concerns. You saw my TikTok. I follow you. You have my address, my phone number, my email. If once I posted my original video, if you wanted to make things right as a business owner, when you create a product, that's your pride and joy. You send it off to someone, they don't like it. You're like, oh my gosh, like that's my pride and joy. Let me fix it.
So you weren't contacted by Chef P?
And the thing is, if you knew I had a problem with it, you could have contacted me and I could have turned around. And I'm not a hateful person. I could have been like, wow, Chef P contacted me.
So you're saying that you contacted me?
No, I'm saying you didn't contact me.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who's fabricating something on the internet?
So you have the receipt to show the world and say, hey, look, I tried to make it right. Why is she attacking her?
Nothing was fabricated.
To be honest, you're not special. You're not special, okay? So why should I lose my mind?
What is going on here? Like, what? She's your customer. She is special. I'm at a loss for words here. She allegedly received a questionable product, and you're claiming that she fabricated it. What is the audience clapping for? I hate shows like this because they're trying to like manufacture some girl boss moment when in reality it just shows that she's bad at PR. But they go for a break and they come back here.
I could have, taken down the video and done my testing and kept it to myself, which I did.
No, you could have reached out to me like, hey girl, you know what? I see what you're doing, it's amazing and all. I'm a supporter, but I think you should look into this. Take this step. Did you research this?
What land is she living in? Yes, that would make sense if she was like in a test group and she gave her the product for free to test it, but she paid $20 for that bottle. She's the customer. She can critique the product as much as she wants.
Did you check out your packaging there versus trying to tear down my business and my livelihood?
But your business and your livelihood seems like it's putting your customers at risk. It seems like she's genuinely upset she received critique. Wouldn't the right thing to do here is apologize and then say publicly all the things that you have done to make sure that never happens again? As a business owner, you are nothing without your customers, and going on some biased talk show isn't going to change that.
You could have contacted me directly, Can
you receive?
Why would she though?
You keep saying that I should have reached out to you, but
you should have.
And I'm gonna touch your hand when I say this. When I say
what is going on here?
I meant that as you're not special as far as someone trying to hurt me.
What is going on? What am I watching? This is so stupid. If she's not special, why are you currently holding her hand and raging at her for simply critiquing your product on TikTok? This just doesn't make sense.
So I didn't take it as a direct insult because I know the industry and I know how people use different topics to build their platforms.
It seems like Chef P is taking it very personally by the way she's reacting. And also, why is she still holding her hand?
I think this is a moment of reflection.
Absolutely, and I think it's a moment of learning on both parts.
I think the learning is more on your part.
What? Ayo, put me in, coach. Let me be there. Someone needs to call him out. Like, you live in La La Land. If you think that you cannot call a business out if you buy a faulty, overpriced product from them. What planet is this talk show based from?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's being real. And this being real here. Because the thing is the matter that her business, her livelihood, her safety is being affected now. And these are things that we don't think about. Mm-hmm. This moment is for you to realize that your power is really in what you're saying and what you're doing. And that one video that you did for that second, the follow-up video, had ripple effects that you have to acknowledge is there. Because if it was on the other foot, you'd be sitting here upset, crying, mad.
The girl's not responsible for the criticism the pink sauce lady received. They're singling her out for having a problem with an alleged faulty product. That's literally what a free market is. People are allowed to criticize whatever product they want, and they vote with the dollars in their pocket. Essentially, this dude wants to silence the critics of the pink sauce lady.
If you had to move every week because you and your child were in danger.
Absolutely.
So this is the moment for you just to say,
that's an awful situation, but it's not her fault.
Take this step. Before I post something, I'm gonna do my research. Before I do something, I'm gonna reach out to her. Before I do something, I'm really gonna realize.
She's just sitting there like, bruh.
Your responsibility is to build each other up as women.
So she can't criticize other women? What about all the other legitimate women with really good products that have gone through years of testing and quality control who are competing with the pink sauce? And then the show just ended without showing the test results. Like, the whole point of this show was they were going to show the test results on the show. I wonder why they didn't show them. This was just one really confusing talk show episode. Clearly, they were on the side of the pink sauce lady, and honestly, even with the talk show host on the side of the pink sauce lady, I think the pink sauce lady made things even worse for herself, because she just doesn't come across as a responsible business owner when she's just lashing out at her critics. So drop a like on the video and let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.